Hi everyone, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. To start off this video, I'd just like to say, sorry I haven't uploaded in just over a week. I'm just making dinner now, so get yourself some snacks, get yourself a dinner, get yourself something, and we'll get into the video. Gosh almighty. Hello everyone, how you doing? I just thought this would be a nice thing to do because you know me, like, I always feel like if I put such a high production into a video, it just doesn't fit. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't sit around this. If I put such a high production behind a YouTube video, it just doesn't feel like me. So I'd much rather just sit down, have some Netflix in the background, and just catch you up on stuff. Just taking all my vitamins. So we've got chicken, we've got carrot and sweet potato mash, and I sprinkled some parmesan on there because I love cheese. Carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, spare vegetables, spare sweet potato mash, some gravy because I love gravy. It's like I'm having a roast dinner, man. I just love gravy. Ooh, it was one of those things as a youngster. It wasn't like a special treat because I could always have it, but I always knew it was a good day when I had gravy, and also mint sauce as well. Today has been one of those days. I was supposed to go to an event tonight, but it just hasn't worked out. It ain't worked out. It's just been one of them days where my phone's broken randomly. If your phone ever breaks, most likely the screen breaking, I would actually go to the, like if it's an iPhone, go to the iPhone shop or Apple shop, because you can just trust them to be okay. I got mine fixed, and ever since over a week ago, my phone's been shutting off because it's been overheating. It's been doing random things, like I'll scroll on Instagram and it'll double tap, and I'm like, I didn't double tap that. Like, it's been crazy. And then yesterday it completely just went off. Luckily I got an upgrade today in EE, which was really handy. I didn't realise that I had yearly upgrades, so that was really lucky. Also just want to have a shout out to the two guys that helped me because they were so lovely. So Zaf and Tony, thank you so much. You made my day. They were just so lovely. My toilet's blocked. I think it has something to do with the new toilet paper I've been using. Sorry if this is a bit too much information, but it's just what's been happening. Yeah, I think this new toilet paper that I've been using has like stuffed my toilet so weirdly. Obviously I use like the normal amount, but I'm going back to just normal plain t-shirts. T-shirts? Toilet rolls. So this is a lot of food. Some of you may not have even noticed, but a few people have noticed that I have been working out, I've been going to the gym, I've been really focusing on like eating healthily and like eating the right things to maintain like a good physical physique. And I've never felt better in how I feel and I look in terms of like my body. And I know in the past I've told you guys to like just do you, don't be like pressured, just be inspired. And I haven't been pressured by anyone. I've just been inspired to be like, okay, I want to get into shape. I feel like I want to do this. So as I said in my last video, I have been working out a lot. People have been noticing, and I've been a bit like, oh, thank you, yes. I do go to the gym. My friends that go to the gym were like completely shocked that I knew everything about all these protein bars and like these protein shakes. They were really like proud of me, and I was like, oh, cheers guys. Because once I came back from, when I came back from Japan, I was a skinny min. Like I lost so much weight because I was so ill. I don't know if you remember that, but from the videos, I was ridiculously ill. And because my throat had closed up, I couldn't really eat. So I lost a ridiculous amount of weight. I was not happy, I was not healthy. And it's only recently that I've been putting the weight back on. I've been eating the right things. I've been eating so much more. I just haven't been really caring as much. Life is all about balance, I think. I'm not a personal trainer, don't listen to me, but this is how I feel. I feel like life is all about balance. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, Mark, you've been working out. And I'm like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm going to be posting pics of my new gym bod every week. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just my mum wouldn't like it. But I just feel like so much more confident to be like, oh, okay, yeah. It's so important to just look after yourself, and that's what I hadn't been doing for a while. So last night, me and Cheyenne went to this next event. It was so funny because I said to her, how many years have you been my +1 to these things? So a good, like, 2 and a bit years. We've been going to these events because I usually do invite Cheyenne. And we go to these events and everyone just has it so clued up. And I've talked to you about this before. But I walk in and everyone's just so cool. And it's like, oh, it's me and her just from like, you know, from where we're from. And like everyone just seems to have it together, even though they probably don't. I've said that before. But we're just, like, we are just so normal. Like, and it's not saying that anyone at the party is like not normal at all. But you know when you're in that sort of vibe and everyone's just like, they've been doing it their whole, pardon me, they've been doing it their whole life. And they've had like lessons on how to be cool at events and stuff. So when we turn up, there's this book that you have to fill in. And it's like, can you write your name and write where you're from? So obviously in my mind, I'm like, Mark Ferris, South London. And she was like, she started laughing. I was like, oh, are you okay? She actually meant like, where am I from, like company wise? She was like, you're like the first person to ever write where you're actually from and not the actual company. And I was like, oh God, I'm not made for this. So embarrassing, but it was so funny. Mark Ferris, South London. So I've got some news about my moving and my flat. Seeing as I am able to move out soon. Sorry, I've just adjusted you a bit. I've been looking 24/7 new places. I've been viewing flats. I just can't find anything. There's this really new nice building that has been the dream forever, but they don't offer parking permits. So I'm like to the estate agent, I'm like, so you're telling me everyone in this building don't have cars? And he was like, oh yeah, well some of them don't drive, or some of them just park miles away and then walk to the flats. And I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, especially like late at night having to walk a mile to my flat. I don't know if that's safe. But apparently it's all these new builds that don't offer parking permits, so I'm a little bit like, oh. I went to view a flat the other day which looked absolutely my cup of tea on the website, and I turned up and I looked at my mum and dad and I was like, I've been catfished. Obviously not in front of the lovely estate agent, but I was like, it just does not look like the photos. So I was just like, I was like, we're in the right place. Because I was like, because my number one thing, I don't want to be picky, but I would love to have a balcony because I just want to grow stuff and I just want to be able to sit outside and like read a newspaper and like eat eggs. Like that's my dream. I know it sounds like really like boring, but just to be able to do that, or like if I'm dating someone, we can wake up and have like, I don't know, we can have breakfast out on the balcony. It's just so cute. Poppy and Sean have got like the best balcony. And I just really want that. I want the balcony dream. I'm not going to give up, but I do have to move out of this flat soon. The only thing is, so many of you have been like, Mark, this flat just seems so small. And I'm like, it's because I'm a giant. Obviously, like, it's not a massive flat, but like in terms of like the ceilings, everyone always thinks that I'm touching the ceiling, which I'm not. It's just because I'm holding the camera up high. But I can imagine like, but I still come pretty close to most ceilings. If I can't get a balcony, it's not the worst thing in the world. I just need more storage. So I'm basically going to be looking at a flat that's in the same building as this one, but just higher up, which could be cool. It'd be so easy on the move as well. So I went to Pride the other day, my first London Pride. I've been to Brighton Pride before, but London Pride is just iconic, isn't it? It's just like the floats. I don't know if they do floats anywhere else. I'm sure they do, I don't know. But it was magical. England won a football match in the World Cup. Everyone was just buzzing, happy, dancing, singing, getting a bit merry. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had a few Prosecco's. And it is just one of those days where like drinking on the street is acceptable, in moderation of course. So me and my friends were just having like Prosecco. We bought a bottle of Prosecco out of Sainsbury's and then we just pour it into, and then we bought these little cups. So we're drinking it out of that and a policeman walks over and I'm like, oh, see, I'm going to prison, drinking on the street. I'm a binge drinker, all that sort of stuff was going through my mind. And he was like, hey, how are you? What are you drinking? You having a good day? And I was just like, oh my God, I want to marry you. I love you. He was so lovely. But yeah, everyone was just in just the highest spirits, and I was just full of so much love. I'm absolutely boshing this. Like, it's crazy, like 5 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to eat half of this, but I think my stomach has expanded. Everything with the friends is fine. Love life is alright. Like, I don't want to make a big deal out of it because it's just so normal, but like, the fact that I'm genuinely taking time every day to make sure I'm working out is like a massive thing for me, because I am the most motivated yet physically lazy person ever, like when it comes to sports. Like, I went to the gym years ago, like every day I was like smashing it. I didn't really see that much results because I wasn't really eating right. I was just doing it to stay like slim. But like I said, I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I really hope some of you are like proud of me that I'm keeping it up and like I'm like enjoying it. Okay, yeah, I had a bit of a tough time the other week. Everyone does that, and I focused on making myself feel better from the inside, because I feel like if you feel good in the inside, you're gonna radiate from the outside, if that makes sense. Got summer in the city next month, so if you want to come meet me on the Saturday, make sure you fill out the ballot. I am on a massive journey, one that is very challenging. What the hell? Challenging. Is that the word? Oh my God, if you say that word more than like 3 times, it doesn't even sound like that word anymore. Getting up to this point where I'm becoming more and more confident and comfortable in myself is like huge. And I really hope you can notice it, and it's for the better. Like, I don't want people to start saying, oh yeah, he's really cocky now, he's working out, he's confident. It's not that. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm doing it for myself. And I advise you to do the same thing. I feel like I constantly say the same things in all my videos, but there's only so much you can say where you're trying to help someone and there's only a few words of wisdom that you can say. I've also started reading as well. Talking with Female Serial Killers. A very light read for summertime, but as crazy as it sounds, it is very rare for me to find a book where it will be like, I'll be like page turner, page turner, page turner. And it just so happens that because I obviously love horror and crime, apparently, I just find them the most interesting. Like, everyone's obsessed with Making a Murderer or Evil Genius or The Staircase on Netflix, because I just think because it's so abnormal and like not normal to kill someone, people just find it fascinating. Me and my sister are exactly the same. We're both so like into it, and so are my friends as well. Anyway guys, I think that's about it. I've rambled on for so long and I'm getting a stitch. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if there's any things you want me to talk about. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Promise. Love you, bye. Love you, goodbye.